I'm Raven.
And I'm Amaya.
And welcome back to The Cutting Edge.
March is here, the weather has been glorious, things are happening.
And regionals is upon us.
Hey, did you hear about our students?
5 young marine scientists went down to a statewide competition.
Let's dive into the Ocean Bowl and find out more.
February 21st through 24th was the 22nd National Ocean Science Bowl. It was a statewide competition in Alaska.
The Tsunami Bowl was held in Seward, Alaska.
The MAHS students joined students from across the state. They explored the Sea Life Center, and they worked together during the competition.
The Mount Edgecombe Ocean Bowl team got to go to the Aftec boat simulator and practice driving a large vessel while rescuing people. Ari, Sierra, and Miss Small almost died by hitting an iceberg.
My favorite part of Tsunami Bowl was the quizzing session because we had a lot of funny answers.
Here is the team going into one of their quizzing rounds.
My favorite part of Tsunami Bowl was driving around in the motorized cart in Safeway.
My favorite part of the 2019 Tsunami Bowl was when we went swimming on the last day here and Sierra almost drowned.
Now they are looking at the critters at the Sea Life Center.
Next is the team's co-captains, Alexis and Harlan.
My favorite part of the 2019 Tsunami Bowl was the speed mentoring because we got to ask a lot of the mentors and researchers a lot of questions and get advice from them.
So my favorite part of the Tsunami Bowl was probably going to Mount Edgecombe's traditional corner in the hotel to practice and tell jokes, I guess.
The MAHS students submitted their work for the art show. One of the students received an honorable mention.
We're looking forward to Ocean Bowl next year.
Congrats to the Ocean Bowlers! That same weekend, MHS students made a dramatic trip to Anchorage.
It was the DDF statewide meet.
Let's go look at their talent.
What is the matter here? Did you sell Ruth? You will not speak to me in such an insolent manner. Answer me, you miserable cow! Did you sell my sister? Step away. Get back to the kitchen. She is a baby. She is 5 years old, and you sold her away from me.
Our courageous Mount Edgecombe DDF team ended their season on February 22nd when they fired it up at state. Our students had a breathtaking season with a strong finish. They performed many well-articulated pieces.
She was a vile, cervic, selfish, evil. Don't you talk that way about your mother. The man pressed my face into the wood. I tried to fight it. I tried to get away, but my head and my hands were locked fast. He pushed the hot metal into my cheek. Hissed. Bubbled. They cooked me.
Over the next 6 months, he became dependent and then addicted to opioids. He quickly progressed to a heroin addiction when he no longer had easy access to pills.
Heroin was cheaper and easier to get.
He had always said he would never put a needle in his arm.
Put the drug back.
Stephanie Aiken placed first in dramatic interpretation, and Jesse Hansen placed second for individual speaker points in public forum debate. If you have any interest in joining the DDF team, talk to Ms. Drake or anyone on the team before the opportunity passes.
That was a strong finish to an outstanding season.
Well done, DDF.
Now let's go back to the classroom.
Mr. Fitz's U.S. history class declared their independence.
Let's listen in.
At the end of the 18th century, Britain's North American colonies began a revolution. They sent out a message to the king and to the world.
The Declaration of Independence in Congress, July 4th, 1776.
The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another.
And to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them.
A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government.
Laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes.
And accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer.
While evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing forms to which they are accused.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpations,
pursuing invariably the same object, invents a design to reduce them under absolute despotism,
it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government,
and to provide new guards for their future security.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies.
And such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations,
all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states.
To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
Those were some of the most famous, inspiring, and controversial words in American history. Their meaning continues to be debated today. Learn your history, join the debate.
That was revolutionary.
And historic.
Back in the gym, we congratulated our seniors.
And now, here's Coach Young congratulating the senior Braves.
Here is William Bear Brown Jr. from Anchorage.
It was a touching tribute to the team's captain.
Next is Emmett Dunaway from Dillingham.
We don't get parents here very often, so well, I get the bus.
Last but not least, Cyprian Johnson Edwards from Emonic.
In exercise physiology. Favorite memory is when the team had to take ice baths. His thank yous are to Coach Young, Coach Calkins, Coach Haskins, siblings, parents, and friends. Now, I appreciate everything.
Here, the senior stars are surrounded by friends and family as Coach Young says thank you.
I will miss you guys tremendously, but thank you very much, and ladies and gentlemen.
David Dock.
RJ Alstrom Beans.
Cyprian Johnson Edwards.
Emmett Dunaway.
And William Bear Brown Jr. This week is regionals starting March 5th, and good luck to all of our teams.
Then the action tipped off and it was a hard-fought contest. The Braves prevailed in the end. It was a successful night. And then it was time to honor John Wathen's more than 3 decades of service to MEHS.
As Miss Clayton baked up a delicious farewell for an old friend. Thank you, Mr. Wathen.
That was touching. We sure will miss them. Now let's look into our PSAs.
Are you interested in creating Indigenous art? Well, now is your last chance to sign up for 2 First Light classes. Audrey Armstrong will be teaching salmon skin basket making, and Drew Michael will be teaching Yupik mask carving. Sign up in the main dorm office. These classes will be taking place on March 11th through 15th in the Culture Room, and it'll be your last chance to be a part of the Artist in Residence program.
And not to mention that you might be able to make jarred pickled salmon as a yummy snack.
This weekend, March 8th and 9th, the Young Performance Theater will unveil their production of the musical Once Upon a Mattress. The performance will take place at Odes Theater from 7 to 9 p.m. Sign up in the main dorm lounge. We are the YPT at MEHS. Come check us out this weekend.
The regional tournament is in full swing. Check out all the coverage in our next episode, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.